But how was that whole experience of trying out for the Steelers?
Well, the reason I got a tryout with the Steelers is because of a man named Carlton Hassery. Carlton was a six-time NCAA champion in wrestling. He was a three-time Division II champion and a three-time Division I champion. He went to Pitt Johnstown. It's right outside of Pittsburgh. And he ended up getting drafted by the Steelers, and he didn't play football. He never played football. Didn't even play in college or high school. He was a wrestler. And they drafted him because of his size and his quickness and his wrestling ability. So he came to the Steelers, and he ended up being an all-pro football player. And then he was with the Steelers for about 5 years, got traded to the Jets, was all-pro there too. So I came along after him. And after my senior year, the Steelers were interested in acquiring me, at least having me try out. The problem was Carlton was at a unskilled position, which is a lineman position. Even though he was an incredible athlete, and he played on the line. He was a pulling guard. My position was fullback, and that's a skill position. You have to have a lot more experience, especially you have to have college experience if you're going to get drafted into pros. So they wanted me to try out to see how far along I was. And I had a pretty good tryout. I ran a 4.7 40, which wasn't great, but I did have a hamstring injury, and I was trying to protect that during the tryout. They had me doing all kind of passing routes, catching with one hand, catching with the other hand, turn around and catch, all these different obstacles.
Yeah.
And I did pretty well. But what they wanted me to do is they wanted me to go to NFL Europe for a year. And I didn't want to do that. So my tryout ended right there. There was no possibility of me going. They just wanted me to get more experience if they're going to pick me up. But it was a tryout. Did it go well? Yeah, it went well, but not as good as I was hoping.